gang bang. At the sex club, you would see this constantly. It was a normal thing to see at the sex club. This particular night, a regular couple came into the club. At this point, I knew who they were. Sometimes they would go into the back and sometimes they would not. They came in this night. They had a few drinks at the bar. They were hanging out with the people they knew. They were mingling. They looked to be having a good time. As a few hours went by, they made their way into the back. Most of the time, they would go directly to the couple's side, which they did this night. They went into the couple's side. After a few hours of them playing, they decided to try something new, something different. So they walked over to the single male side. This night, the single male side, there was not many women. So any action happening on that side was a big draw, was a big attraction. He brought her over to the single male side. He laid down on his back. She got on top of him and started to have sex with him. As they're having sex, a big crowd is drawing around them, is congregating around. He sees this and he waves on one of the single male to come have sex with her in the ass, in the back. The single male doesn't hesitate. He jumps at the opportunity. He gets right up behind her and he goes to have sex. But he was not ready to have sex. So he starts to prep himself. He starts to get himself ready. He's trying to play with himself to get himself erect so he can have sex with her. The people that are congregating around are now getting bigger and bigger, and the crowd is getting bigger and bigger. He's prepping himself, getting himself ready. He has a little fanny pack. A lot of single guys had fanny packs where they had their lubrication or condoms or whatever they were holding. He goes in his fanny pack and starts to lubricate himself. Right as he penetrates the woman, must have not been a second into him enjoying himself. Security sees what's going on and yells, "No high heels in the back room." Nobody pays attention. They continue going on like nobody heard anything. He says it again, "No heels in the back room." And again, nobody's paying attention. I know people hear it, but they don't want to hear it. They're pretending like they don't hear it. He waits 30 seconds, and then security says again, "No high heels in the back room." The gentleman on the bottom gently pushes the woman off, sits up, and says, "If she cannot wear heels in the back, then nobody's going to have fun in the back tonight." Security was standing firm and said, "No high heels in the back room." He gets up, he grabs her, and they walk out to go get changed into the locker room where they put their clothes on and where they decide to leave. The rest of the single males were devastated. Big sighs of frustration. Big sighs of, "Come on, give me a break. This is ridiculous." Comment after comment, look after look of nastiness. The accountability has to be on the couple, on the woman. They knew the rules. They knew women cannot wear heels in the back because heels put holes in the cushions. But they flipped it. They tried to say, no, the employees are the ones that are the problem. The employees are the ones that you should blame for ruining the night, when it was really them. We have to be accountable for our own actions. A lot of us don't realize we are destroying them. We are destroying ourselves. And in return, we hate ourselves. And we hate ourselves because we are destroying ourselves. It is a cycle. And why do we hate ourselves? Why are we destroying ourselves? Because of what your daily routine is, because of what your daily habits are, by what you're ingesting. I have a system that brings me clarity, that brings me strength, that gets rid of all negativity, and that makes me unbreakable. You know, I know, let's go.